Welcome back once again. My name is Victor Digomo here, and in our today's class, we want to look at some around polynomial. Okay, we want to look at some synthetic divisions, and the first one I want to look at here is the question that says the expression 4x over x minus 2 is equivalent to which of the following? I'm going to look at the question on the board. Let's look at it again. 4x over x minus 2 is equivalent to which of the following? Okay, if you look at that question, you might have an issue trying to, as you are looking at the options, you try to see how can you be able to manipulate through to get to the correct answer, but without taking your time, you just a little thought. Do you realize in the options, as you're looking at the options, do you realize that there is the B and the C option has 8 in them? The B and the C option has 8 in them. So obviously there is a little manipulation I'm going to do there. Okay, there's a little manipulation I'm going to do there. So I am going to try to say, you see that the expression says 4x over x minus 2. Okay, so I try to reason a way to handle this problem. Of course, let me try something. Say add and subtract 8. So because you realize that in the options you have 8 in B and C. That's my concern. So if I add here, I can write as this. I write 4x. I hope you are seeing this, over x minus 2. Then I can say plus 8 minus 8. I didn't commit any blunder, so the thing is 0. Times 8 minus 8 is 0, so nothing, no harm. All right, if I extend this now, I can now have, possibly I'll bring over here 8, okay, plus 4x, then minus 8 over x minus 2. Okay, this within here, within this 4x minus 8, I can just take a factor. So I have 8, okay, then plus 4 in bracket x minus 2, because if you open this bracket, you return back to this. So all over x minus 2. So quickly, you can see that I can separate this now. What do I mean by I can just write 8 over x minus 2, then plus 4 bracket x, okay, over x minus 2. This expression is the same thing as this. I know you know that. There's no too much that story about that. So you can take away this and take away this, and quickly you have 8, okay, over x minus 2, and then plus 4. I'm sure you are seeing that in one of these option C. Okay, I'm sure you saw that. It's in option C that you see, okay, correct one that's with this. Actually, yeah, we're in the classroom, we are trying to learn. So I know these are ones supposed to be able to, in 1 minute. One should be able to give the answer to this within a minute. Yes, but for the fact that you are learning, we'll try to do some elaboration that make it to extend more than a minute. Okay, so I want to show you something that alternatively, assuming I looked at those options, let me put it again. Assuming I am looking at the options and I try to see how I can arrive at that expression from the options. If I try to do that, that may warrant me. Take for instance, I chose this. I say, okay, let me work with this and see whether this can take me to this place. Do we get that? You realize that from here, if I say this over 1. The LCM will be x minus 2. X minus 2 divided x minus 2 is 1. 1 times 8 is 8. Then plus 1 divided x minus 2 is x minus 2. Then times 4, you have 4 in bracket x minus 2. Do you realize that when you open this bracket, you are going to have 8 plus 4x minus 8 all over x minus 2. Do you see we are heading backward from where we started from? And it is equivalent to this. Do you see that? And from here now, we can come back here. And from here, 8 minus 8 will be 0. And we are back to this. So it's if in those options that are provided there, you're able to, pick this as an option and say, let me try this, but it might be time consuming. So that is the reason it is not quite better off to say, because if you try the first option, it didn't go, and try the second option, it may be discouraging. So I'm thinking the best thing to do is to reason out something and say, oh, let me add 8 and subtract 8. That's the way I reasoned it, and I was able to work it out, and I was able to arrive at an equivalent expression of this in terms of this. Okay, so I'm sure that is very, very clear. All right.